So still using that same formula, I is equal to PRT over 100. Let's find, okay, no, let's make R the subject of the formula. So, supposing you are asked this question in this manner, make R the subject of the formula below. I is equal to PRT over 100. Remember, I repeat now, okay? Make R the subject of the formula below. Then you are now going to be having I is equal to P times R times T over 100. Of course, that's the formula for simple interest, right? Okay, so let's proceed now. Find and make R the subject of the formula. Very simple, very simple. Like the first one we attempted. This is how you're just going to break this down. First of all, write your statement down. I is equal to PRT over 100. Remember, PRT is the same thing as saying P times R times T. Okay, so you have I is equal to what? PRT over 100. Okay, first rule, multiply both sides by 100. Why? We're multiplying both sides by 100 because we want 100 to disappear. We don't want a denominator in this, linear equation now. Okay, so if you multiply both sides by 100, 100 will appear here with I. This 100 is going to disappear. How? Because it's going to cancel out the 100 I would multiply in here. All right, so from I is equal to PRT over 100, we're now going to be having 100 times I is equal to PRT over 100 times 100. The 100 times I here will give you I 100. The 100 here times PRT over 100 will now cancel out, and you're now going to be left with PRT. So we're now going to be having I 100 is equal to PRT. Okay. But now note that at this point, your focus is on R. So what you're supposed to do here is to try and see how you can You can remove every other thing that's surrounding R. But before we do that, let's rearrange our equation. Remember, always try to make your unknown to be at the left-hand side of your equation. Yes, the unknown should always appear here. So at this point, let's rearrange our equation. Now, I100 is equal to PRT is the same thing as saying what? PRT is equal to I100. So now, we're now going to be to make our mathematical statement to be like this. PRT is equal to I100. So at this point, we can now proceed to the next step. The next step will be multiplying both sides of this equation by what? No, sorry. Our next step will now be what? Dividing both sides of this equation by what? By PT. Now, why is it PT this time around? It's PT because our focus is on R. Because if you divide with R also, your R will disappear. And you want to make R to be the subject of this formula. So, your PT will have to go away. Okay, so you have your PRT is equal to I100. So, dividing both sides by PT, you are now going to be having PRT over PT here, and here you have I100 over PT. Now, the PT here will cancel PT up, and you're left with R. But over here, there is nothing to cancel up, so you're now going to be left with I100 over PT. So, your rates is now equal to what? I100 over what? Over PT. You can use this formula to solve for rates. When given your interest and your principal and the time it's going to take, you can use this formula to find rates in South Africa. The same numbers, if you solve in Somalia, you get the same answer. If you solve the same using the same numbers in Cairo or London, you get the same thing. It's universally accepted. So you can see that by following the rules, you're going to get the same thing that another person is getting in what? In Toronto. Please take notes. So, we have used change of subject of the formula to transform the simple interest equation to form an equation for rates, which you can use anywhere in the world to find rates. As long as you're given the numbers you have to work with, you will get the same answer that any other person will get elsewhere. So you can see mathematics is connected. This formula of simple interest that you were taught long time ago, now you know you can actually find any of those other unknowns by simply using change of subject or formula. So you can see change of subject or formula is important. If you know change of subject or formula, you will do well in physics, you will do well in mathematics, and you're going to do well in chemistry, you will do well in science. Yes. So don't play with this topic. It's a very, very important topic.